Does a Garmin learn as you drive? Meaning, will it suggest routes based on roads you ordinarily take to get to certain places over time? The answer is yes, but it depends. Well, what does it depend on? That's what this video is about. There is a feature that was introduced into Garmin navigators all the way back in 2300, 2400 series Nuvies and on down the line, called myTrends. This still exists in the Drive Smart 66. If I go to settings and then to device and then down, there it is, myTrends, and I can enable or disable it. Well, what is that? Before I explain what that is, this might be in the Garmin you have now. Maybe. You have to look like for example, in the 2200, 2300, 2400, it's under settings and new route, NUROUTE. And then in other models like the 2597, it's basically in the same spot as it is in the Drive Smart 66. What does it do? How does it work? Well, I will read to you from what Garmin says on this. They have a web page about it. It says, the myTrends feature is available on select Garmin products when you travel regularly to saved destinations. That means that in order for it to learn as you drive, you have to be driving to a location saved in your favorites. That's the first thing. When you travel regularly to saved destinations, your device will, over time, begin to learn where you're going without any input from you. So what it's doing, as you're traveling to a saved destination, it's recording the data and it's starting to learn. Okay, so we got that. Your device will provide a predicted route which will display in the information bar at the top of the map screen. And what that means is just the green bar on top. That's what that means. myTrends provides the time of arrival and relevant traffic information in the information bar. Note, and I'm still reading from the Garmin page here, myTrends is a feature that does not function out of the box when you first begin using your device, but instead starts working as you use the device. So it's got to learn your routes first. That's what that means. myTrends requires travel history to be enabled. That's this right here. Please refer to your owner's manual for steps on to enable travel history. Well, we just saw that. On the newer models, again, settings, device, down, travel history. Just make sure it's on. So, if you want your Garmin Navigator, which again, I believe was introduced in the 2300, 2400, most people have a 2597 up to present. So I'll just base it on that. If you have a 2597 or 2497 or newer, such as a Garmin Drive 52, Drive Smart 55, Drive Smart 65, what are a few other models? Nuvi 2599, what was the Drive Smart 50, Drive Smart 51, 60, 61, those newer ones. You can go to the section, just enable your travel history, and then over time, as you drive to saved destinations, you'll see information at the top, which will say, hey, I predict, as in the Garmin predicts, I predict it's going to take you this long to get there. And it's usually fairly accurate. You just have to drive to those saved destinations regularly. You do. And it's not instant. Excuse me. It, like I said, it happens over time. How long are we talking about? If, for example, it was a commute to work, your job location, probably at bare minimum, at least 3 days to a week. So after that 3 days to a week, you'll start seeing information in the top bar with predictive information. And if you happen to take certain roads regularly, just say ignoring the Garmin's instruction. So for example, you say take me to work, you're going to work, but there's always a road it tells you to take, and you ignore that and go on a different road instead. It will learn that, and then over time, then it will say, oh, okay, I know you want to go this way. But again, it's not instant. It takes a little while, a few days to a week before you start seeing that information. And has to be to a saved destination. And that, in a nutshell, is myTrends. And the answer to the question of, yes, it will learn as you drive, if your travel history is enabled, if you're going to a saved location, and if you go there regularly.